How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Flamez Plays and Deadly Premonition. I just kind of waited around for to become 3 o'clock, and Thomas showed up. So let's talk to Thomas, or not. Everyone's waiting. Let's go to the community center, Zach. Thomas is standing there. We're not gonna say hi to him. What about George? Can we say hi to George? Wow, there's actually like, people showing up. Okay, well that was kind of a weird part job, but okay. Quite a serious character, though he likes to show off and is too eager to compete, which may be what it takes. Okay, can I talk to him? I can. Never mind, he has nothing to say. Hell, can I go check out who showed up in this freaking limo? Okay, suspect. Yep, this is Harry. Can I talk to him? No. He seems to have various gimmicks built into the butcher, a mansion and its master. Both full of mysteries. We should keep an eye on him, Zach. I mean, he's kind of just standing there. What about you?
Yes.
You got whoa, Mr. Francis York Morgan. Once we get there, we can talk to the town meeting. We must flock. I'd rather not flock. Seeing as there's no one else here. Oh, here we go. Who's this? Suspect. She has a milk barn van. How could she be a suspect? Everyone's waiting. Okay, never mind. Okay. We got 4 minutes, which I believe basically turns out to be like a minute until then. Can we go in there now? Yes, we can, maybe. I don't know, it's green, but it says closed. No.
Zach, Emily arranged for people to come between 1500.
I'm literally 2 minutes early. Okay.
We can't do anything here right now. Let's come back at the right time.
I'm 2 minutes early. Also, something I learned about this game is everything's closed. If it's raining currently, which it is, everything is closed. I tried going to a restaurant to grab some food, closed. The one thing I did discover is that there's a house that has a pink outline on your map. You can go in there. You can actually chill out in there for a little bit. Who is this dude? Oh, look at him. Never mind. Can't talk to him. Dude, look at him. He's snapping. He's got no music playing whatsoever. Okay, that's a little weird. George, I'm just going to take your car, okay? Nope, never mind. Car must be George's. All this display of power, it definitely suits him. Okay, a little bit of a, you know. I don't know. I don't really know where I was going with that one. A little bit. I guess I'm like prejudiced, I guess. Maybe just say, yeah, you got a big car. You must have an ego trip or something. I mean, granted, usually if you see someone with a big car, you think they got a small something. Yeah, that's at least usually what happens when people drive big cars and they're really showboaty about it. Come on. It's like 20 seconds. Nope. It's still...
Zach, Emily arranged for people to
Okay,
come
we're done. We can stop that. You don't have to keep telling me this. Okay, now it's time. Go. Let's open. Let's go. Let's get this done. GV Community Center. Mercury Theater. I was gonna say, if the door is still locked, I'm gonna be pissed. Also, sorry.
Greenvale Community Center.
Mouse cursor's in the middle.
Now that's an impressive building. The clock tower is impressive too.
Sorry about that mouse cursor. It took me like a half hour of just waiting around to get the time to go long enough. Cause you can only sleep in 3-hour blocks, so I couldn't sleep. And if I could, I would save, but I was so close to it at the time I noticed the mouse cursor was stuck that I just was like, we can deal with it.
Zach, I haven't been on stage like this since elementary school. I'm not some tree in the wind this time either. That was a tough role. I was a piece of scenery. Bright red tree.
Mr. York, microphone's on.
Thank you all for coming today. Getting right down to business. Agent Morgan from the Federal Bureau of Investigations wishes to speak with you.
Good afternoon. I'm Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Some of you are already aware by now of the tragic murder of Anna Graham. Truly a heinous, terrible crime. I've come to this town to solve the murder of this young, beautiful girl, and to bring the one responsible to justice.
Okay. Is there any reaction from the crowd?
Unfortunately, incidents like these have a tendency to happen again. I asked to have you gather
I don't know you.
so I can share some advice in order to minimize the risk of further fatal incidents. Firstly, please stay away from any dark, dangerous, isolated places. Those of you with children, especially of Anna's age, please guide your children away from such places at all costs.
She was like 20.
Secondly, avoid going out when it is raining.
I called you all here while it was
Now,
raining.
I've heard the folklore story of the raincoat killer. There is a chance that the murderer is mimicking the story. Women should also be especially careful. I would hate to see more victims.
Thank you for joining us late. Carol McLean, bar owner and singer. She did it. She may have actually done it because the high heels.
Who's the fashionably late one?
That's Carol, Thomas's sister. She owns a bar.
Thomas's sister.
I thought he had a laptop.
Excuse me.
He was typing notes on a laptop.
So, as I have said, avoid going outside when it is raining. Young women should be especially careful. Report anything or anyone suspicious immediately. The murderer will be caught and brought to justice. But you must all remain on guard until we do so. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Good talk there, I guess. Didn't really thought we were gonna ask questions. I'm really assuming Harry didn't do it because he's in a wheelchair. His manservant may have done it, but he could have done it on Harry's order, I guess. I feel like that's a red herring though. I feel like Harry's weird, but he's not, like, you know, a murderer. He's just weird. Eccentric, we'll call. This is a lot of nothing here.
When paying for our sins, we must not frown. The loss of Anna was for that debt.
There we go. Got rid of the cursor. Well, at least you guys can see it. It's not being caught on screen.
When purple fog covers our town, we'll all wander in hell, I fret. So says Mr. Stewart.
Can everyone please let out an audible groan for that? And our very own creepy Dr. Seuss.
Sure knows how to steal thunder.
Well then, Zach, let's ask some questions before all these guys leave.
Let me see your back. 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 Quick, tackle him. Or not. Well, Emily doesn't. Okay, or we'll go talk to Emily, I guess. Never mind, we're going to talk to Harry.
Quite a performance. Mysterious and very poetic. But I don't think many of your audience appreciated it.
Mr. Francis York Morgan. The purple fog appears with rain, soiling and ruining our town. The evil does not drain. Find out why the town is soiled. Remove the source from which it boiled. Then and only then your case is solved. But for this to happen, to solve the crime, the proper must do the proper at the proper time. It is not yet mine, that is, Mr. Stewart's time, not mine. But if you, Mr. York, find the right timing to chat with me, that is, with Mr. Stewart, may that be. Informative and fruitful, you will see. So says Mr. Stewart.
So, Harry, you know something. But there's some reason why you can't tell me yet. Is that what you're trying to say?
Cut the poetic rubbish, Harry, and tell us what you know. We can force you to talk, you know.
Take your mask off. expose you to the outside world. Just pollutants and sunshine.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, pay close attention to the signs, the omens, and the premonitions. Small they may be, they still are finds, and helpful to your investigations. So says Mr. Stewart.
The entire crowd is chilling in the audience.
Me and Zach, we know what we're doing.
The entire crowd was just chilling there. While I was just, that dude was just going crazy. Talking to, ooh, coffee. I take that coffee. Oh, never mind. I'm going to put that coffee in my toolbox. The whole inventory system. Still not a big fan of, but can I talk to any of these people? No relation to the case, I figured. Why? Because she just looks normal? That's the most likely to have a relation to the case. Okay. Shoulder open that door. Who's this dude? I never saw this dude before. Who's these people? Oh, that's the doctor. Oh, that's Fiona. She was the receptionist at the hospital. Who are you? Mr. Tough Army Man.
So you're the FBI agent, are you?
The General. Hey, he can save you on car insurance. Owner of the
I'm
scrapyard.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
I'm the general. I fought for my country in the Vietnam War.
A real-life war hero. So why are you living here?
Soldier, this is my hometown. After a man returns from war, there's no place to go other than his hometown. Your little speech, you mentioned the raincoat killer.
Was that a problem?
You imbecile. The raincoat killer's no myth, not mere folklore, not a fairy tale. It's based on actual events that happened in this town.
It is. I'm interested. Can you tell me more about this?
You kids today don't even know how to ask for something right.
I'm not a
Soldier,
kid.
If you
He's
want
like
to hear more,
30.
you come to my office.
At least. Probably like 35, I'd say. I'm really bad at judging
He
ages.
literally exudes raw power, Zach. Despite the credibility issues, we should give him a visit.
One thing, though. Calls himself a general, but isn't that a sergeant's uniform?
He's a liar and a murderer. He's the killer. Well, I'm not going to talk to Isaac or Usha or Fiona, because they probably have nothing to do with it. You have a suspect. It says, oh, here. She's from the diner, and I don't remember him at all. Talk to them both.
I'm U.S. Special Agent Francis York Morgan. And you are?
Olivia, Nick's wife.
Olivia Cormack, ex-wife. That's your occupation?
Anna worked at your husband's diner, right? What kind of girl was she?
Well, she was a very hard worker. A nice girl.
Did you ever see her acting strange?
Well, not really. But there was one thing. Well, you see, the diner closes when it rains.
Yeah, everything
Many
does.
shops do that around here, as you might have heard. Anyway, Anna always seemed unfocused the day after it rained. And came in late, too. It was almost as if she used up all her energy the day before. Come to think of it, that was really strange. Did that legendary monster really kill her?
It wasn't a monster. Just a criminal. Criminal I'm going to catch and bring to justice.
Okay. Well, I guess we're going to talk to Nick. I'm assuming. Is he Olivia's wife? Or Olivia's husband? I don't know. It's 2019. Who knows? Are we going to...
I'm U.S. Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Stare at a
I
person.
presume you are the owner of the diner that Anna worked at?
That's right.
Nick Cormack, diner owner.
I'd like to ask you a few questions about Anna Graham. Did you notice anything strange about her prior to the incident? Nick,
Okay.
are you hiding something?
No, nothing.
Okay.
You're sure?
I'm
I
sorry,
doubt?
but I don't like repeating myself.
X to doubt? All right. Nick, Nick, you suck. Who's this dude now? Like your pants.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York.
Wesley, owner of the gun store called Panda Bear. People around here call me the gunsmith.
Wesley the gunsmith, gun store owner. Panda bear.
Was there something you want to ask me?
How do you make a living running a gun store in a place like this? I'd be worried because there can't be that many customers.
Worry gives a small thing a big shadow. I do gunsmith work in my shop, too. If you got the skills, the customers find you. All you need is a network.
I hope so.
Okay, here's what I've got. Oh, I can buy stuff from him. Such as lollipops. Typically found at gun stores. I already have a SMG, so. Guns are just tools for killing people. I don't like it any more than you do.
You've got quite a selection here.
Okay.
No wonder people come from all around.
Even today, a customer
one
paid me
gun.
to go to Seattle for some help. I just got back.
I see. Well, I'll be sure to visit your store sometime. I'd like for you to take a look at my gun.
Understood. Look forward to it. The shop will be open again tomorrow. It's usually open from 2000 to 0600. See you then.
Sorry, 2000 to 0600? You run a midnight gun shop? Is that dangerous as all hell? Damn, okay. There's Polly. Here's a new suspect who's carrying a... What are you doing? What's going on with this whole thing? Let's hear what this person has to say. I mean, I'm going to, but what does she do? She's just doing a shimmy sham right there. Just... Keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop shimmying.
Oh my.
Just...
My pot is getting cold.
Rooming Sigourney, nicknamed the Pot Lady. Oh, she's the hookup in the neighborhood. Got it. Okay.
Hey, mister. My pot is getting cold.
You are... who?
What are you saying? I'm Sigourney. Sigourney.
All
Sigourney.
right.
Okay. Now, what is the matter? Can you explain?
No time for chatting. I need to hurry. My pot is getting colder.
Why are you carrying a pot in the first place?
Oh, you're useless.
First of all, lady, rude.
We've met all sorts today, but really, she takes the cake. Amazing.
Riveting. Great conversation. Thanks, Sigourney, for being you. Jim. Okay, he found them. Is that the same rockabilly dude? No, that's not the same guy. Who is this?
I ain't got nothing to tell the cops.
I ain't got none. Jack the Raging Bull, gasoline stand owner. I ain't gonna
the
talk
FBI?
to the pigs.
Shut up.
At least give me your name.
I'm Jack. They call me Raging Bull.
That's a manly nickname.
If you want info, it'll cost you. I only talk to Ben Franklin.
You know,
Well, he's been
first
dead for
impressions
300
are
years, so
important.
piss off.
I can detain you for a few days.
I know he
and
wants
maybe you'll
$100.
become more fun to meet.
Zach, this is a waste of time. Let's go.
Okay, I actually meant to talk to the sexy wrestling girl over here. What's that name? That Rumble Roses? I think it was the name of it. It was a weird game.
Hey, good looking. Nice speech.
So we're just gonna be focusing on our assets the entire time. Got it. Gina the Rose, Jack's wife. All right. No, never mind that. Nope.
And you are?
Get out of this here.
Oh, I'm Gina.
It's actually
I'm
pronounced
married to
Gina.
Jack. He runs the gas station. Call me the Rose.
You look pretty...
Because she's been deflowered so many times. Oh.
This old thing. Oh, you should see some of my other clothes. You.
Do you have other clothes?
Now you are cool. That scar really is a turn on. You should come to my station. I'll give you a little extra service.
That would be great. I can't believe how expensive gasoline is nowadays. Some extra service would be great. Now, about my current case. Do you have any information on Anna? Have you seen anything suspicious?
Oh, I don't know. Talk to my hubby about the difficult stuff, okay?
This is getting us nowhere, Zach.
Nobody has gotten us anywhere. In fact, I'm just more confused than I was previously, I think. Polly ain't gonna give us anything. Oh, these people. There's the rockabilly dude, and just, you probably look like you work at the diner. Okay, yep, there you go.
Yeah!
I think he's covering Mariah Carey.
I'm Keith Ingram.
Keith Ingram, convenience store owner.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York. That's what everyone always calls me.
Okay, York. No problem, man.
So, Keith, I hear you run the Milk Barn convenience store.
That's right, man. Rock and roll!
Do you sell raincoats there by any chance?
Yeah, but nobody ever buys them, though. Anyone who wears one of them, I say, just ain't a rocker. But you know, that scar of yours, now that scar rocks.
This scar rocks? Now that's a new one.
I mean, the other lady just said it
I'll
was
drop
hot,
by your store
so-
soon, and let's talk then.
Yeah, cool, man. Rock on, FBI!
Okay. And our last suspect, I think at least our last. We didn't see the lady with the shoes. The high heels.
You're Isaac and Isaiah's mother?
Yes, I'm Lily.
Oh, Keith's wife.
I'm FBI Special Agent...
Oh, so
Agent
Jim is
York, right?
his
You
dad,
are
I
good.
guess. Or
The
in-law.
handsome special agent from the big city. The facial scar trademark. The way you introduce yourself.
Oh, wait, no.
Everyone's talking about you.
Well, I can't say much about the scar,
Maybe, I don't know.
but the way I introduce myself, Zach and I consider it a kind of ritual of sorts.
Oh,
Everyone
that makes
has
sense,
their own
actually.
rituals.
Why he does it so often.
It's
that way.
like always leaving the house left foot first. It's one of those things.
You certainly are a funny one.
So, have you noticed anything strange or out of
I
place?
have nothing to
recently?
say about that.
Well, Becky's been taking a couple of days off from work, but aside from that, I heard she was
Who's
in
Becky?
shock after the murder. But,
You think there's something else?
well, I took the boys along to see her today. She's always so kind to them, and they love seeing her too. But she took in the boys and told me to wait outside. Something about a special secret between just the three of them. I just couldn't understand it.
Now that
Did you just let her?
Thank you, Lily.
I mean, I guess, yeah, there's some special, like, trust involved. Like,
Perhaps we should
you
give
wouldn't mind,
Becky a visit tomorrow, Zach.
like, you wouldn't mind Becky watching your kids, but when you say, you stay out here, I gotta talk to your kids alone, maybe you start asking questions there, okay? Did you ask the boys about what happened? Anything like that? Okay, well, I guess there's not much here anyway to do. Go ahead and pop us a save. I'm sorry, what? What the hell was that? I saved it all. It says, with the haka-loogie at me? Can't just leave the scene like this. We should ask around some more. Who knows what clues we might stumble upon. Oh, I guess I do have to talk to everyone. All right, let's talk to Jim. It's going to be a very dialogue-heavy episode.
Thanks for your help in the forest. How are Isaac and Isaiah?
They're fine.
They really seem to love their grandpa.
Well, I guess they do, son. I want to keep them away from the filth of the material world as much as I can. Their mother agrees, which is why she lets me take care of them so often.
And that's why I want you to solve this case quickly and go home. Those rumors about that scar of yours do more damage than good around here.
I guess I reek of the material world, don't I? I have to in order to do my
Your
job.
tie,
But I understand what you mean.
your shoes.
I'd think the same if I was born in a place like this, Zach.
So everything audio just got like really clear out of nowhere. All right, we gotta talk to Polly. There you go.
Mr. Morgan, you're quite an impressive public speaker.
Really? Thank you, Polly.
You reminded me a little of a play I saw when I was younger.
What kind of play?
I'm talking about back when this place was still called the Mercury Theater. When I was young, I used to come here often with my husband. God rest his soul. We'd come on the weekend
The
to
music
see the
kicked
latest
in.
play. He'd
This is gonna be
always
a ramble.
pretend to be uninterested, but I could tell he was excited inside. He was just one of those kind of guys, really, thinking about it now.
Really, Polly? So what's your favorite play?
Oh, well, I like so many. There was one in particular, but I can't recall the name anymore. Oh, it was a very famous one, too.
Something by Shakespeare?
Oh, no, nothing. One more bell that doesn't ring anymore. I've always been forgetful about the plays we used to see anyway. Oh, and my husband would get angry at me for forgetting what we saw. He'd go on
Sweeney
for
Todd.
hours retelling what the play was about.
Repo Genetic
His
Opera.
eyes were so sparkling.
They're
like
more
a
musicals.
happy young boy.
I see. So, what's your favorite play?
Oh,
Just asked her.
I almost forgot, Mr. Morgan. We're going to have another guest soon. I have to get back and get things ready.
Sorry for having to hurry away. I'll see you back at the hotel.
And she can book it when she wants to be on a move.
Zach, I think she could embarrass the toughest of the FBI's interrogators. She successfully avoided answering my question, Zach. Amazing.
I mean, not incredibly difficult. And nope. Okay, she's gone. So we have to ask Usha and Fiona's talks. We have to talk to them still.
Agent York, you make any progress?
Of course, plenty. Tell me, Usha, when is Anna's funeral?
That's still undecided. Sally isn't really in any condition to do it right now.
Her mother? I don't see her here.
Anna was her sole reason for living after her husband was deceased. Well, she's probably huddled up at home.
And I should probably take some time to pay her a visit.
Well, yes, you should. And I'd appreciate it if you could, too. But don't go too hard on her, okay?
Alright, so that's who we're going to visit after we're done here. Okay, Usha, please move a little bit. Fiona! What's up, Barb?
Are you getting closer to catching the murderer?
Hello again, Fiona. Good to see you here.
Well, Dr. Johnson told me to be here. He said it would be important.
Well, that was good advice. He may be young, but he seems like a wise man.
Oh, and he's a very hard-working person, too. Everyone thinks he's some kind of weirdo, but I don't think so at all. People don't understand why he's in the autopsy room all day, but I do. He's doing research to make the world a better place in the future. You know, he already made a fortune in LA with his career.
I did not know that.
You didn't? Oh, the doctor is a very rich man. He has a really big house over by the lake.
Amazing, Zach. He must be loaded. Rich and young. A perfect combination.
But you don't get that feeling from him at all, do you? He doesn't show it. That's one of the things I like best about him.
Well, I could have been fooled if it weren't for you. Thanks for the valuable information, Fiona.
He's right there. Okay, I was gonna say, like, he knows we're talking about him, right? Ha 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 ha. Alright, well, I think that's everyone. I should be able to leave now. Let me see. Let's give it another save since I talked to everyone else. The only thing I can think of is George and Emily. Yep. I got like almost $5,000. So who cares if I blow a dollar saving? Nope. I still gotta talk to more. So here's what I'm gonna do. Oh, more people. Okay, we got some more people to talk to. So we're gonna do this in the next episode because this is actually getting close to 30 minutes already. So if you guys are enjoying this series, please let me know in the comments down below. Give me a thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. Even more people back here. Oh, there's the girl, Carol. Perfect. So if you guys are enjoying the series, let me know in the comments down below. Give me a thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. And make sure you're subscribed to get updates on all this new content or go live while live streaming. And as always, have a great day. Remember to burn bright. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.